Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. This week I'm going to be using the daily guidance from your angels cards. This is the last week to purchase an angel reading, whatever. On the 19th, that's the last day to order a video reading. $25. I was going to say also if you want to have one in person we can do that, but to be honest with you I don't know if I can fit that in my schedule this week. But regardless, if you're interested, email justines.stream@gmail.com. I've had a few emails so far, so hopefully I can get a few more in before the chaos of Christmas hits next week, and everyone's got their busy schedules. Also, I have my last meditation on the 19th as well. That's this Friday here in Sudbury, Ontario. So if you'd like to come to that again, send me an email and let me know if you'd like to come. It's a great gift to yourself. That is $10. It starts at 6 p.m. It's for about an hour. Great time of year to do so, to step away from the stress and the chaos, as I say, and just to tune into light and love and peace and accepting abundance and health and wealth and all of these things that are always trying to stream to us and come to us. It's just about staying open to receiving. And of course, this time of year is about giving as well, and finding a balance between giving and receiving, so that all ties in very nicely. So I'm going to focus here, and of course call on Archangel Michael and all of our angels, whoever. Oh, one really popping out there. If you'd like to focus with me, that would be great. Call on whoever you feel guided to. And as always, the intention is that these messages will resonate with everyone who watches, no matter what time you watch or where you're from. For the beginning of this week, we have entrepreneur. Yeah, entrepreneur. Okay, self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your co-workers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. I'm sure there are many more entrepreneurs out there just like myself, and I really feel like this has been coming up for me a lot lately because I seem to have a lot of issues with office jobs, the 9-to-5 old way of doing things. And I mean, don't get me wrong, if you work a 9-to-5, that's fine, that's great. We all have to do what we have to do in order to survive, essentially. But what I feel is that I'm surrounded with a lot of friends and family who do live in that routine of, let's just say, being out of the house, for an example, from 9 to 5. And what I see happening so often is that many of these people who are in this routine neglect self-care. Why? Because their whole day is basically gone. They get off of work after 5, they're tired and they're hungry, which makes sense. And there's no time to really do what they love to do. And I see a lot of abandonment, self-abandonment, with eating, with rest, you name it. You have less time to cook, you have less time to rest, and it's very stressful to even watch or think about this lifestyle. And like I said, if you do have a 9-to-5 job, or even if you're an entrepreneur that works around those hours or close to those hours, keep in mind that it just takes a bit of effort in terms of scheduling and maybe planning in advance, making meals in advance, maybe on a Sunday, making them for the week, or just finding a time where you can do so for yourself, because I just find that health and self-care are really important and they should be top priority. And I find that I just witness it taking the back burner with many people. And unfortunately, sometimes that means that you have to get a little bit of a wake-up call with some sort of health issue or emotional issue in order to wake you up and to get you out of that cycle of neglecting yourself and working and straining so hard just to make ends meet. And I understand that we all have a lot of fears in terms of being provided for, trust me. I know what that's all about, but it's also really about accepting not only abundance, but accepting the fact that you are provided for, that we are all provided for. And what I've been shown greatly this year, many, many times, is that we really don't have to stress and strain as hard as we think we do. And I'm not saying that we don't have to work hard, because working hard is really important. But there's a difference between working hard and living your dreams and working towards your goals every day, living your purpose, living your passion. There's a difference between all of that and, like I say, staying in this job that you don't feel connected to, that you only do for the money or for the benefits, you know, in terms of healthcare. And it's not even, see how, like, it may not be a personal benefit to you, but maybe it is. I mean, who knows? The only one who knows what's right for you is you. The only one who knows what's right for me is me. And that goes out to the whole world as well. So anyway, this is really about trusting that you're protected and you're provided for. Maybe even if you are feeling that you want to leave your office job or you want to leave a job, there's a lot of transitions going on right now. So, and into the new year. So if you're thinking about becoming an entrepreneur, if you have any thoughts or ideas that keep coming up in your mind through dreams or just through your daydreams, things that you've always wanted to do since you were a child, or you just have these, you know, these dreams, these inspirational thoughts of what you would really love to do. But the secondary fear that comes up, which is very human, is, well, how am I going to afford that? How am I going to be provided for? How am I going to provide for myself and for my family? Natural fears. But, you know, the message really coming up is not to dismiss any of the guidance that you're receiving. Trust the hunches that you have. Trust in the visions that you have, in the spark that you feel within. Trust that you are seeded with your purpose. And even if you didn't have the courage to pursue a certain career or an entrepreneurial pursuit, if you will, it doesn't mean it's too late. It doesn't mean you never can. Now is the time to start trusting. And I think a lot of us have been doing that this year. As I said before in some of my previous videos, a lot of us have been doing this cleaning and clearing and purging of old belief systems. And this is why. Because we're all being called to live our purpose, to move forward, to be of service to this world, to shine a light, to shine our own unique light, to be ourselves, to live our purpose and take care of ourselves, because when we do so, it ripples out into the world, into the whole universe. And that's important. So remember that you do have a really important purpose. You have a really important role to play and to fulfill on this earth. And no matter what your age or your race or where you live, you can find a way. Lean on the divine to help you. Ask them for help. Stay open to accepting their help. Because, you know, there are many entrepreneurs that are so successful right now, and that's growing more than ever before, more than ever on this planet. There are more entrepreneurs now that need to kind of step up and shine and inspire others to do the same. Whew, big message there. For the middle of this week, we have cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, we ask that you detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as to ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us, and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. So again, just touching on health and taking care of yourself. And every body is different, and it's so true. With your physical body, what you eat, how you sleep, what your exercise routines are, what your purpose is, we all vary. Even though we're all the same, our bodies are all different, and it's about tuning into what's right for you. And connecting this with entrepreneur, you know, it doesn't mean that you have to walk out of your office job tomorrow if that's what you're feeling. Divine timing is a huge thing, and, you know, it's really important to cleanse, as I just brought up as well, and continue to detoxify your energy and to stay clear as you can with your higher self. So call on the divine to help you with this, so you can stay clear and in alignment with your higher self and what your purpose is for you. Because it's hard to hear that sometimes when you do work all day. So it's not just neglecting your physical care, I guess. You know, it's also sometimes we can neglect our emotional needs, and stuff like that. So it affects all of our bodies, spiritual bodies, emotional bodies, physical bodies. And we're always connected to so many planes, as I like to remind everyone. So remember that it's still important to be cleansing and detoxifying. This could mean with food for you, or this could also just mean finding more time, finding a sacred space for you to rest or to meditate or to, really think about your next steps moving forward. And not even to think about your next steps moving forward, let me rephrase that, to get into alignment with your higher self, to feel what your next steps are that are perfect and right for you. And for the weekend, we have Focus on Service. This week is all about that. Wow. Your soul desires only to joyfully serve and to swim in a constant stream of bliss. This stream continuously feeds you everything you need. Trust that you're provided for. Again, huge message right now. Put your entire focus upon staying in this stream of giving and receiving, mentioned that earlier, in every situation and in all that you do. Wow, can't tie that together any more perfectly. Wow, yeah, it's really about self-care this week. Trying to stay as clear as possible and focused on what we desire, what our true heart's desires are, what our purpose is, trusting that we're provided for with our purpose, with our art, with our entrepreneurial skills that can range to so many things. Focus on being of service, and you can only be of service to others when you're of service to yourself. Huge, huge, huge message this week. Wow. And I think it's really interesting because next week is when a lot of people are on holidays and for Christmas, so that's when we're around a lot of energies and a lot of people, and I think that this is all coming up to remind you now to try to get into that space and to carry that into next week and into the new year. Solid, rooted, grounded in faith and in trust, in confidence and in courage within yourself. No matter what anyone else says to you this holiday season, or ever, no matter, if people judge you or tell you to do something else or don't see your vision, it doesn't matter. The root is in you, and that's what you need to keep feeding and watering. You have it all within you to move forward. We all do. We're all being called to, do some really powerful things into 2015. And the only way we can do that is if we really start to step into that confidence and courage within ourselves. And again, if you need help with any of this, call on your angels. Call on Archangel Michael. He's helping us all having more courage and more strength and confidence in ourselves. Call on anyone that you feel guided to. I trust that we will all get through this week, and this is a really powerful week. And also, Doreen Virtue mentioned for this week, similar to this reading, to keep your dreams to yourself or only between you and people that you really trust. Because there are, like I said, going to be people probably, it's likely, it's human nature, who are going to judge and who won't get it and who won't see the full picture like you do. And with this holiday season, like I said, we're catching up with old friends and family, and they all have their opinions. So protect yourself and your dreams and your beliefs. Protect all of you as if it's your harvest. It's your food. Like, this is what you want to ingest, and you want to keep it healthy. Or you can envision it like a child, If you are growing a child inside of you, it's so important to protect it and to let it grow, and when it's ready, to be birthed to the world, then it will. But, it's very delicate in the stages when it's just starting to grow in the womb. And it's very similar with us moving forward with our passions, our dreams, our life purpose, being an entrepreneur, being an artist. All of these things can be very sensitive, so treat them that way. Treat them with love and gentleness and all the care that they need, all the things inside you that are trying to come out. Make sure that you protect them as best as possible. I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.